Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today is of course Tuesday, which means another spotlight hour. We weren't live yesterday for the Max Monday, which featured Ghastly, and being that we're right next to a Ghastly, let's jump into this one now and see if we can complete this one. Yeah, we just have enough particles there, so we'll jump into this Ghastly as we are waiting for the spotlight hour tonight. Now of course every Tuesday 6 PM till 7 PM we have a featured Pokemon appearing in the wild. Pretty much everything turns into that featured Pokemon for the 1 hour event. And today is Sandygast. Now Sandygast can be shiny. It was shiny released around about 6 months ago now. And since its shiny release debut, the event where it got debuted as a shiny release, we've not really had many more events since with it featured. So tonight is a really good chance to get a very cool shiny in the game. It is a lovely shiny. As you can see from the thumbnail image we've used on the YouTube video tonight, it goes to a lovely black colour. And in fact, we did actually get one during the last Sandygast event when it was actually released shiny for the first time. So I'll show you that in just a moment. But the Ghastly Dynamax is 657, so not very good on the Ghastly. The Hundo for the Dynamax Ghastly is 702, so 657 is not very good at all, and probably a 2-star at best. So let's just catch that. And we've got around about 8 minutes until the spotlight hour spawns start coming in. And of course, there is an event going on at the moment. There's the increased shiny chance for 3 Pokemon in the wild. It's Combee, Litleo, and also Slowpoke. Now Slowpoke I've been getting shiny no end of today and also yesterday, but yeah, one of the worst Ghastlies you can get. 11, 11, 10. Of course 10, 10, 10 being the lowest you can get off a Dynamax, the same as a raid. So let's just check these Litleos here. Vastly, yeah, vastly rubbish. How are you, Frederick? Hope you're well. So these Pokemon spawns here will turn into Sandygast very soon. And if any of them are shiny at this moment in time, we can save the spawns and get the shiny Sandygast instead when it does change. Didn't go to school. Well, that's not a very good start. Need to try and get the best education you can. Unless, of course, you're ill, then I hope you get better. Hey, Pebble, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Oh, female Combee. I really do want a female Combee shiny. I've got 7 male shiny Combees, but no female shiny Combees. Hey Slams, how are you? Level 38 now, that is awesome. Congrats on that. Yeah, I'm good, Pebble, how are you? 2 male and 1 female, that is really annoying. You've got the family completed already, pretty much. If you get 1 more female, I suppose you could have a female Combee and a female Comb. The evolution, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm very good. We are going to start the Sandygast spotlight hour from this spot. We're going to start it from here in a couple of minutes, in around about 5 minutes time. Now we've still got our daily adventure incense as well, and we'll see how we go with that. So what we'll probably do tonight is that we'll do our daily adventure incense for the first half an hour of the spotlight hour. So as soon as it starts, we'll put on our daily adventure incense. It will last 30 minutes because we have got that premium Go Pass Deluxe in May. So it will last 30 minutes. And once that finishes, we may use Spatial Rend, which is obviously Palkia's Spatial Rend, the adventure effect that the Origin Palkia has. And that will increase the spawn radius, and therefore we may get more Sandygast if we are still hunting for a shiny by then. So if halfway in we're still after a shiny, we have a bit of a tip to try and get even more Sandygast spawns. So we'll get these stops spinned and pick up some Pokeballs and stuff. Now Sandygast may be a little bit awkward to catch. Normally when Sandygast spawns in the wild, it is quite annoying to catch. It doesn't really like being caught in Pokeballs. It tends to break out a lot. So we may have to use our Ultra Balls if we've got a few, which we have. We've got 277, so we're not doing too bad on them. We might have to use them first. Yeah, very annoying. Yeah, Gengar's awesome. Gengar is absolutely awesome. I did do, I think I did 37 Gastlys during the hour yesterday, during Max Monday. Did 37 Dynamax Gastlys in 1 hour, and then we managed to find around about 5 more just afterwards. So we did 42 in just over an hour, so wasn't too bad. Quite a decent amount. The best one I had from the Max Monday yesterday was a 697. Which 702 is a hundo, so only 5 CP off a hundo, but I have already got 2 hundo Dynamax Gastlys, because if I see one, I definitely do it, like we've just done at the start of this video. So it is definitely my favourite Pokemon of all time. 298 Dynamax Bulbasaur, that is really, really cool. Bulbasaur is very useful. Of course, its evolution Venusaur, very, very useful as both a tank and attacker, depending on what you're going against, with some of the Gigantamaxes and also the Dynamax legendaries. Yeah, very, very cool to have yourself a decent Dynamax Venusaur, that's for sure. Comes in handy. I have 1 candy left for it. Well, hopefully we'll have an event where Bulbasaur will appear in the wild. You never know, we may even have another Classic Com Day for it. Who knows? We have got 2 Classic Com Days coming up next month. It appears on both Saturday and Sunday of one of the weekends next month in June, and everyone's predicting it's going to be Eevee, so we'll have to see what happens with that. So we've got 2 minutes until Machop is coming. Yeah, Machop is coming this weekend as well, so not this weekend, sorry, the weekend after. So this weekend we have Shadow Regigigas raid day on the Saturday, and then on Saturday the following week we have Machop Classic Community Day, and then Sunday we have Machamp Gigantamax, which is going to be very, very cool. Need candies for your Dynamax. Well, you perhaps wait and see if you get any good Gigantamax as well. That might be a suggestion if you do manage to do any. And hopefully by that weekend as well, people will be able to remote into Gigantamax and Dynamax, so you may be able to get people joining your invites potentially. So, or you can invite in somebody else's. So I'll be definitely doing the Gigantamax. So if you want to remote into mine, then you're more than welcome to. Because I'll definitely be doing it with loads of people. 400 coins saving for remotes. Yeah, definitely worth saving. Definitely worth saving for his remote raid passes. Is it 425, which is a free bundle of free? So you should get that before the Gigantamax Machop comes out, Machamp. So we have just under a minute to go, any second now, and we should start seeing the Sandygast spawns appearing. So let's keep an eye on this. So 6 o'clock, and the Sandygast should start appearing anytime. I'll go to very hard. Hey, nice. That is good. Definitely a good money earner, that. So there we go, Sandygast are now appearing. So these are brand new Sandygast. We caught the Pokemon that were there before, so we know these ones haven't been shiny checked. So now we are on the hunt for shiny Sandygast. Now, of course, Spotlight Hour also means there is a bonus, an additional bonus reward during the hour. And today's bonus is 2 times transfer candy. So if you do want to try and get rid of any legendaries, anything that you want the candy for, then it is a really, really good time to do it. And in fact, I've already been well organized and put loads of things that I want candy for in a Evo tag. So all these are going to the Professor, loads of Dynamax legendaries, all of which will be going straight to the Professor. So there we go. Loads and loads of storage space, 64. Only 3 of those were non-legendary, and all those 3 were Phalanx. The rest of them were all legendary Dynamaxes that have now gone to the Professor. Yeah, definitely a good time to transfer Beldums as well. Beldum's a good, useful one to get the candy for. It's a shame you haven't got any Bulbasaur. That'd have been a nice time to get some more candy for Bulbasaur. So the thing I really do like about Sandygast, not only does it look really cool when it goes into its evolution Polysand, but the shiny, I didn't notice until I got a shiny the last event when it was released a few months ago. Obviously the shiny, everybody knows, if you're not already known, then the shiny goes black in the colour, so the sand colour goes to black. And that's pretty much all I thought the difference was. But when I looked closer, it's really cool because the little spade, the little shovel at the top of Sandygast, instead of going red, it goes to yellow when it's shiny. And I didn't notice that change until a few times of looking at a shiny. I didn't notice that the shovel changed colour, but it does. It goes from black to yellow. So it's pretty cool that that changed as well. It is awesome that that changes. But hopefully we can get a shiny one tonight, and then you'll be able to see that. And also, if we do get a shiny one tonight, we'll have the family completed, because like I said before, we have already got a shiny from the last event when it was first released quite a few months ago. So I'll just walk up here because the spawn spot up here is normally quite good. And then we'll loop back down and go in the direction in which we were going. So normally the spawns are quite decent on the right hand side here in just a moment. Make sure not to get taken out by any trees as we're diving under them. It's the only disadvantage of being tall is that you keep on getting whacked in the face by trees when you're playing this game. So we've got a few spawns here. Hundo coming my way, I hope. I don't know if we've got a Hundo Sandygast before. That'd be pretty cool if we do manage to get one tonight. So how am I recording the game and video? I'm just doing YouTube, so it's just literally YouTube live. YouTube live, and then you can show the front camera while you're recording. So it's a good way of doing it. What time is it where you are? Mine doesn't start till 6. Yeah, so it's 6 PM local time, and I'm in the UK, so it has just turned 6 PM here. So the event is always at 6 PM for everybody. Just obviously with different time zones, people have it at different times during the day. If you are new, if you are joining the channel and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and double tap the screen as well if you're watching on mobile to like the video. Much appreciated if you do. Hoping to get to 1,300 subscribers very soon, if we can. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and you won't miss when we next go live, or indeed any of the other videos. Have I got a shiny? I've got a shiny of Sandygast, but not tonight. I had one previously, so we are hoping to try and get a family completed. It only evolves once, so we only need 2 Sandygast shinies to get the family, and we've already had one before, as we just mentioned. So hoping to just finish that family off today. I hope so. Thanks so much for the good luck though. I do hope we get one. A lot of people wishing me luck tonight on the comments, which is nice to see. Thanks so much for that. 5-star raid, as you can see there, has changed. It's now Mesprit, Azelf or Uxie, depending on where you are. Here in the UK and Europe, we get Mesprit. So I'd much rather one of the other 2. But then again, perhaps other people living in other places would much rather Mesprit. I don't know. I perhaps just don't like the design of Mesprit as much as the other 2. So while we're also live tonight, we will keep our eye out for any 3-star raids. Now those 3 stars are guaranteed to be the new costume Pokemon released during the current Crown Clash event. And they are Nidoqueen and Nidoking with the little crown on top of their heads. So if we do see one of those, we will definitely try and do it and get to it to be able to do it, because we still want those shinies. Last week's Furfrou didn't get one. No, I didn't get a Furfrou either. It was really, really annoying, because obviously Furfrou is one of those where you need quite a few shinies to get all the different versions. Hey Lemon, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. I did randomly get a Hundo Furfrou last week though. That was pretty cool. I was not expecting it, but when we checked the Hundo afterwards, on the little review that we do at the end of the video, we've actually managed to get a Hundo, which is pretty cool. Applin. Always Pineapple the Applins. Yeah, if anyone wants to add me, then YT Slams has put my trainer code up on the screen. If anybody wants to add me, use that. I will accept you while we are on the live stream. Thanks so much for that. I know what I forgot. I forgot to do the daily adventure incense. It doesn't matter too much, but still, the plan was to do that right at the start. And we forgot. We got it on now. Let's see what Sandygast appear from this. Better late than never, exactly. I'd have hated to get to 5 to 7 and realised. Should I eat a Snicker? I don't know. Should you? I'm not sure. I'm not a Snickers fan. More of a Mars bar. That's why I asked you, what's a Mars bar? So Mars bar is just, I think we used to call them marathon bars, or is that Snickers? Yeah, I think Snickers used to be called marathon bars, don't we? So yeah, Mars bar is that candy in the UK. So yeah, Mars bar is just similar to a Snickers, it just doesn't have a nuts in. Not a massive nut fan, to be fair. Loads of Sandygast around here. Is there a double catch XP? No, unfortunately not. There's only one bonus on a spotlight hour, and it is 2 times transfer candy. So no, unfortunately not. The current event, the Crown Clash event, has 2 times evolution XP. So that's pretty nice if you want to sit there and do loads of evolves late at night, which is what I do to try and get some more. So yeah, if you put a luck egg on and do some evolves after the Sandygast, then you'll get 4,000 XP per evolution, which is pretty decent with a luck egg on. I'm hoping to get quite a few Sandygast that I can evolve today. I only evolve things if I've got more than 500 candies for it. That seems to be my thing. If I've got more than 500 candies, then I can evolve stuff after that. Hey Pokemon GO TR, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. Do I like Turkey? Yeah, Turkey's fine. I've never been. Would love to go. Somebody's just triggered, so we'll put a luck egg on, because somebody's just triggered Ultra Friends. So we may as well luck egg it and get the additional XP from these Sandygast. $100k. Nice little XP. Awesome. Thanks very much for joining in from Turkey. That is awesome. I'll definitely check your channel out afterwards if I remember. If I don't remember, then I do apologise. I just have a lot of things going on at the moment. But yeah, I'll try to remember to check your channel out afterwards. Max friendship is 100,000 and then 200,000 if you lose a lucky egg. Max friendship is. Ultra is 50 and then 100 if you use lucky egg. No, 100 and then it goes to 200 for max friendship. But still, it's a very, very nice amount of XP. If you can line a few up, you can easily do 1,000,000 with one lucky egg on. It's a very easy way to get 1,000,000 XP in a day. just thought as well, what type is Sandygast? Sandygast is a ghost. Let's just Mega Evolve a Gengar to get some more additional XP. We'll get more XP, we'll get 100 XP more per Sandygast court, and also we get more candy for it, so winner winner. Plus we get to see that Mega Evolution, which is awesome. Check for a hundo, I will do in just a second. Just catch these before we go too far. Apple, nearly missed that apple then. And it is just an apple. So 4-star, let's organise it by the other way. No, unfortunately nothing. We've got a Vaporeon, which we had yesterday, which I was over the moon by because I managed to get another Hundo Eevee yesterday. And I've been trying my hardest to get the 3 starter Eevees, Vaporeon, Flareon and Jolteon. Trying my hardest to get the Hundo of all 3 of those before then doing the other ones for requirements, which, you know, you can change up which one you want via what you do. Metagross is a Shundo, yeah. I managed to get that off a lucky trade the other week, which is a very, very nice Shundo. I'll show you my Shundos in just a moment. So yeah, I managed to finally get a Vaporeon. I think I've got 6 Hundo Flareon and 6 Hundo Jolteon, and now I finally managed to get a Vaporeon only yesterday, which is very, very cool. So now I just need more Hundo Eevees. So that I think I need Sylveon, I think. So that obviously requires me to put it as my buddy. And then I think I need either Umbreon or Espeon, but I can obviously walk that and evolve it during the night or the day, depending on which one I need. We just need to get these Sandygast before we go too far away. Don't want to be missing out on any spawns because one of these may be the shiny. So again, if you're new, hit the like button, double tap on the screen. If you're watching on mobile, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell as well, and also share it as well. If we get more people watching, surely our shiny chances increase. No? We might as well try it. Share, press that share button. Let's see if we can get more people watching and hopefully get a shiny on today's live stream. You're going to rob my account. The amount of effort I put in on this is ridiculous. Depending on what you're watching, the share button sometimes appears on the right hand side if you're watching on mobile. You have a like button, a subscribe button, and also a share button on the right hand side, depending on if you're iPhone, Android. And then if you're watching on computer, I think you can share across the bottom of the video where you've got the pause button and everything. It could be on the top. Depends what make and model phone you got, I suppose. Still no shiny Sandygast at this moment in time, but we're only a third of the way into it, and we have a potential use of Spatial Rend if we need it. Might be different for your phone, man. I know on mine, it's normally on the right hand side. Could be wrong, it's normally like a little arrow. Slowpoke off a daily. Not really a shiny. Awesome, thanks so much for sharing it. At least you've worked hard to do it as well now. You'll know for next time as well. So we'll head down to where I had quite a few good moments during Spotlight Hour and in this area that we're heading to. I think you eating that Snickers is going to give me a good look for a shiny. Let's see if it works. Hopefully. Can you add me? I think you can add me if you want. I'll share my trainer code up on the screen. If you want to add me, then take a screenshot of that trainer code or quickly jot the number down. And then you can add me. Let me know that you've added me in the comments as well. And then you can make me aware of who I'm adding, basically. There's a couple of Ghastlies down here, but I don't know if we've got enough particles for either of them. We may have. In fact, we may have enough particles for both. Can you show me again? I think Slams has got it written down, so Slams may be able to put it on in the comments if anyone wants to add me. Yeah, Slams is going to put my code in the chat. Thanks very much for that. Where are you from? I'm from England. Near Manchester. Or not far from Manchester. I'm like a moderator. You are getting like a moderator, yeah. It's awesome. It makes my life so much easier. It's like my personal assistant. Right, so let's get the particles from that one and jump in. No, we can't jump in. Right, let's claim them first. Now we can jump in. Let's jump in. I've done my maths wrong. We should still be able to do 2 though. Candy you have for Gengar? Not as much as I used to have because I now evolve them for the XP quite a lot of the time. So Obviously, every time I evolve a Ghastly, it takes away 25 candy. So I used to have 37,000, nearly 40,000. And then I started evolving. So can you give me a code, Slams? Perhaps it didn't come through, Slams. If you can paste my trainer code into the chat, that'll be brilliant. Looks like the message is being held for a review. That may be what's being held. I'll share my screen again in a moment. You can add me straight from that. Yeah, bear with me 2 seconds. I'll just do this Dynamax and then I'll put my trainer code back up on the screen. And you can take a screenshot of it. 687. Not terrible, but not brilliant. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for joining. So, trainer code. Do you remember me? Yes, I do. I do remember you tuning into one of my lives previously. So that is my trainer code. If anybody wants to add me, please make sure to do so. Let me know in the comments below that you've added me, and I will accept you while we are live on stream. So take a screenshot of that now. You have less than 5 seconds to do so, and then I'll be catching Sandygast. And gone. So we have loads and loads of Sandygast around here. It's always a really good spawn spot for Sandygast. Snickers was good. It didn't bring me any shiny luck though, unfortunately. Right, we have a lot of stuff here that could perhaps go in the bin. Let's just bin all those Slowpoke and all those Slack Off and Carabast, Litleo. They can go in the bin. And we'll bin some of these Sandygast just to clear out storage. These things here can go to trade or to evolve XL, and the rest of it is Sandygast, which we can just delete because we're going to catch loads more Sandygast, so we can save your ones for evolving. Can I have a shout out? Pokemax. Yes, of course you can have a shout out, Pokemax. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you're having a good day. What if I transferred a hundo just then? It doesn't transfer hundos. That tag I've got set up, or that search I've got set up in my favourites, only goes for 0-star, 1-star, 2 stars. So it won't do any hundos. So don't worry, it won't even do any 3 stars. I can sort through them manually afterwards. No, you're okay. Absolutely fine for asking. Sent, brilliant. I will add you in just a moment, the ghost. One person sent you a friend request. Ghost Slayer, awesome. I've accepted that. Thanks so much. Let me know. I'm hoping that the Ghost Slayer, with your name in mind, did some Ghastlies last night and slayed them. How many Ghastlies did people do during the Max Monday event yesterday? Hundo Sneasel. It's quite a nice Hundo as well. Weavile's quite a decent dark and ice type. Only did one Ghastly. Did anyone else do any more Ghastly? Can anyone beat one? Oh, the Hisuian Sneasel. Yeah, it's quite a nice one though. Do quite like Hisuian Sneasel as a design. Terrible throws. What is happening? There we go. Almost transferred it. No, don't do that. Yeah, always check for hundos before you start binning stuff if you haven't got a tag set up like I have. What are these throws, man? I'm just not throwing far enough. What is happening? It's almost like my phone's lagging a little bit. I don't know. Perhaps it's just me. There we go. Great throw. Oh, great throw. We can live with great throws. So just over the halfway mark and no shinies as of yet. We will check hundo status in just a moment as well to see if we have managed to pick up a hundo yet or not. We are starting to get a few excellent throws though now, which is good. I'll save that as one of the Pokeballs hits the floor. Commentator's curse, as always. Always happens. As soon as you say you're doing good with throws, you always end up scuffing the next one. Trying to avoid saying it now, but still, I did, and I scuffed it. Right, Palkia, it is time for your move, your adventure move. Palkia, this one with an LA background, very, very cool. And we will use Spatial Rend for the next 30 minutes. So let's see what we get in this second half an hour. Obviously, increased distance, increased spawns, more chance of getting a shiny. As you can see there, a few further out automatically popped up that we wouldn't have seen already. Still worth going out and shiny checking. Sandygast is a very, very nice shiny and also not that popular. So could be a good chance to get a shiny one of a Pokemon that doesn't normally spawn that much. There's no harm in going out and shiny checking at the very minimum. It is annoying to catch, yeah. Perhaps don't go out with a mission of catching loads. Just go out with a mission of catching enough so you can evolve. Just in case you get a shiny. You can still have a lot of fun just shiny checking. So we will do this gassy on the way down as well. Like I mentioned before, it's hard not to do a gassy really. Die, Ghastly, die. Can we defeat it without having to Dynamax? No. So in that respect, we will use our Gigantamax Shiny, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, look at that. Gigantamax Shiny Gengar is just incredible. I can't get over how nice it looks in this game. It is just ridiculously nice. White body, black eyes. Absolutely love it. It is awesome. 680 CP. Again, not a shiny. 702 hundo. So getting closer, but that'll be the last one of today. And quite a few more of these today. Not as many as what we did during Max Monday, of course, but still, we've done a few of them. Shiny luck. Hopefully. The Snickers didn't bring anything, so you're going to have to find something else to eat. We've got Palkia Spatial Ren, that hopefully will bring us some luck. Yes, that might work. If you eat sand, it may produce a black sandcastle. Yes, that may work. Don't eat sand, by all means, do not eat sand. I'm not going to be liable for anybody eating sand. I'm going to burn it and eat it. I think this little guy gets shiny boosted in one of the events coming up. Stunky. That'll be very, very nice as a shiny boost. You thought it was shiny because you saw black. Is that because of a Stunky? I'm guessing. Or have you already started eating sand and it's making you see things? Yes, for the Stunky. Both. I can't throw a ball. We hit a great one. Huge sandcastle. Extra large, let's go. Would have been nice to get an extra large shiny. That would have been epic. Can you imagine what an extra shiny sandcastle looks like? So the daily adventure incense has finished. No glaring birds today. We did actually get a glaring bird spawn during the community day again. Now, in April, it was Vanilla Community Day, and we had a glaring bird spawn. It was an Articuno. We clicked on it. It was non-shiny. It then ran away. 20 minutes later, we got another glaring Articuno. We clicked on it. It was our first ever shiny glaring bird, and it took us 3 minutes to catch it, and a lot of Pokeballs. This community day, just gone, poor me, we saw a glaring Moltres, I think it was glaring Moltres. I'll check in a moment. But we saw a glaring Moltres, and it wasn't shiny. It was 900 and something CP, and it actually stayed in. We caught it. So community day seemed to be my lucky way of getting glaring birds. Hoping the chop community today will be just as lucky. Let's just check that out. Was it Moltres that we had? Yeah, that was it. 971. Caught on Poor Me Community Day. So pretty nice Moltres. And it was 3-star. So 12, 13, 12 on the stats. Not bad. Only just a 3-star. If it was 12, 12, 12, it would have been 2-star. So only just a 3-star, but still a nice, wild, glaring bird nonetheless. So we'll stick a normal incense on, even though it's going to last an hour. For the next 20 minutes or so, we'll stick a normal incense on and get a few more Sandygast spawns while we're walking across here. Our lucky egg has just finished, so we've hopefully earned a bit more XP today. So I haven't had a comment in quite a while, so I don't know if YT Sams has left or whether my comments aren't showing. So if you're asking me questions right now in the comments, I do apologise I'm not answering, because I don't think I can see my comments at this moment in time. But we have only got 15 minutes until the end of the spotlight hour. Right, so there's a couple of spawns up here. Got a couple of stops coming in as well, and we've also got a ghastly, but I don't think we've got enough particles for that. So we'll just focus on the Sandygast for the remaining duration of the hour. There's still time. There's still time to get that shiny Sandygast. Hopefully. Hopefully there's time. One off a daily or one off a normal incense. I'll keep calling it a daily now. We was just having our daily adventure incense on earlier. But you know what I mean. Roar of Time, or should I say Spatial Wren, sorry, coming in handy with these further out spawns, giving us an additional chance or two every now and again. Loads more Sandygast, so most of these are just going to have one ball thrown at them. If you catch, you catch. If you don't, we don't. And we will just try and head on and get to more and more spawn spots if we can. So again, apologies if you are commenting down below. I don't think I can see comments at the moment. For some reason, we've just gone a bit AWOL. Sometimes happens, so I do apologise on that. It's nothing that I've done, it is just something that happens sometimes. So we check that one, let's check this one. Is there any more further out? No. Check these two side by side. Check the other two. Check the one further away. Still nothing at the moment. Less than 10 minutes now. Come on, shiny Sandygast, where are you? I can guarantee most of these aren't staying in the ball. tiny Sandygast. First tiny one of tonight. Six to 8 CP. It'd be nice to catch him. Let's just organise via CP. Hasn't stayed in the ball. We'll try again for that tiny one in just a moment. Let's try again. Did stay in. We have a tiny Sandygast. We are still looking for the shiny Sandygast. We may just get to one of the better spawn spots before the hour finishes. We're going to have to keep on walking if we are going to get there. Come on. We want to see that yellow shovel Sandygast. We have less than 10 minutes to do it, 7 minutes in fact. Where are you, little yellow shovel guy? We are literally racing against the clock right now to try and get to a better spawn spot to potentially have a better chance of game one. Again, I do apologise if you are commenting down below. I hope everyone's having a good evening, but the comments for some reason aren't working now. They suddenly stopped working, so I do apologise for that. But with 5 minutes left to go of a spotlight hour, it's a bit too late for me to try and sort that out and get that up and running, so hopefully you understand that. But either way, we'll crack on with the video, comments or not. Make sure to like the video as well, subscribe to the channel as well, turn that notification bell on. It may just bring us the shiny look that we need in these last 5 minutes if you do that. So only 5 minutes left to go, but I still got a feeling that we're going to get one. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I've just got a feeling. I've just got a feeling. I don't normally have this feeling this late on in other spotlight hours, but today I don't know what it is. It's just something's different. I just have a feeling that one of these will be shiny. Headed back by Gengar. Coming in handy as a buddy. One really far out there. Only being able to see that with the spatial rend, as with these that we're clicking on now. And another one here. I think there's two right on top of each other where we are now. due to one spawning on top of the adventure incense. Tinker off a 10-kilometer egg. Not bad. Let's just shove any old egg in and let's get going again. There is in fact 2 on top of each other here. The one off the incense isn't shiny. And the one below it isn't shiny. May very well get to a stage where we just got to shiny check in this last minute or so. First of all, let's get to a place where we have more spawns than what we have now. Well, the spawns aren't too bad. There is loads more around here though. Two minutes remaining. Shiny Pawnyard. We have a shiny, but it's not the shiny we wanted during the spotlight hour. But still, shiny Pawnyard, we'll check him in a moment. We will check him at the end. I don't want to be IV checking now. Let's just shiny check these ones out far afield here. Shiny check the one off the incense. All these here as well, really far out. Again, that spatial wren just working wonders. Hopefully in the last minute or so we can get a shiny from it. This is getting really, really close. This is. There's another Ghastly Dynamax there, but again, we've already used our particles for today, and it has 2 days on it. We can revisit that one tomorrow. That is no worries there. I want to click on the Sandygast underneath. No. Let me click on him. Huge one. That one. No. We've already checked these guys. Look how many sandcastles there is, there's loads. Let's check him. Come on. The last few seconds. Surely. So one by our feet, a shiny. Oh, he's just changed. Oh, that was so annoying. That was so annoying. So shiny Sandygast avoided us tonight. I really did have a good feeling about tonight. But shiny Sandygast has just avoided us annoyingly. That is really, really annoying. Now, of course, we didn't get a shiny Sandygast, but in the last few moments there, we did get a shiny Pawnyard. So that was quite a nice shiny. Of course, its evolution King Gambit is about during this event. And we have just got a shiny Pawnyard. So that was quite nice. We'll check that IV out and see how good that was. Cool shiny when it goes blue. And as expected, it's a terrible 0-star, a really, really terrible 0-star, a 1301. So not very worthwhile evolving. Maybe a lucky trade if we're after a good King Gambit, although we have already got a half decent one ready to go to King Gambit. So Bishop, we've already got a 96 lucky one. So potentially we could try and see if we can get a Shundo for the King Gambit evolution. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see what other people want to lucky trade when we go lucky friends with a few people. But we didn't manage to get the shiny during the spotlight hour tonight, which is really, really annoying. Sandygast is normally a very, very rare spawn so getting the shiny tonight would have been brilliant. Now, we have already had one shiny of Sandygast before. If we type in shiny and Sandy, and as you can see, we have got one before. And as you can see there as well, the yellow shovel. So the Sandygast that you normally see is, of course, sand colour on the body, but a red shovel, whereas the shiny one changes to a yellow shovel. Very, very nice shiny. And we wanted a slightly better one, a 3-star one, to evolve into Polysand. And also we wanted just another one anyway to get the family completed, so we can have one Sandygast and one Polysand. Now that didn't happen tonight, unfortunately. No shiny off the Spotlight Hour. So let's check to see if we did get any hundos tonight. So let's check the 4-star. So annoyingly, no, we didn't get any hundos. So no shiny Polysand, or no shiny Sandygast, should I say, and no hundo Sandygast tonight. But we have got a lot of Sandygast caught, and a lot of candy for it as well. So we can do some evolves tonight and make the most of that 2 times evolution XP. And of course we did get that shiny Pawniard towards the end there. So let me know in the comments below if you managed to get a shiny Sandygast during your Spotlight Hour. And in fact, if you did manage to get a hundo, let me know in the comments down below. But hopefully you've enjoyed the live stream tonight. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and turn that notification bell on. And we will be live again towards the weekend on Sunday for the Rocket Takeover event of the current Crown Clash event. So we'll have to have a look and see what is going on during the weekend. So make sure to tune in for the live stream on Sunday, and there will be videos going up as the week goes on as well. So make sure to keep an eye out for those. So thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.